What's up, guys? CPI day. I'm pumped. I already had one coffee. Didn't get any sleep. Just like FOMC day. Love it. All right. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. Let's go ahead and just gonna go over CPI. Might do a couple charts before CPI. Hold on, let me untangle this cord. We'll do a couple. Sup, crisp. We'll do a couple charts before CPI, but let's go ahead and do just a CPI day today. Get all situated. All right, so yesterday, pretty much chop. Main thing we're watching is this pattern and this pattern. These are kind of looking like the same. Big sell off there, but let's go. I think CPI is expected to be a little bit lower. Expected to cool to 8.7 from June's 9.1. So is expected down. You gotta remember, most of this run up we've had is from expecting that the CPI has peaked. Inflation has peaked. So just in anticipation of inflation has peaked. So, this market's trying to find anything to rally out of this bear market. So if inflation hasn't peaked, I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be pretty bad. Well, let's go ahead. We do have CPI data coming out. It comes out every month. Usually seems like the second week. Let's just go see how previous times have done with CPI. Usually history repeats itself. Not saying it always repeats itself and guaranteeing it's going to do the same, but right here we had a good push up. Um, 2.5% down. The one in June, we didn't really have a push up. We just had a sell. Not the craziest one. I think that one probably came back as expected. In May, a decent drop, 2.5%. Back in April, we actually had a push. I think these three early on, we've had pushes just because it was before rates were actually being increased. Nothing, yeah. So, rates didn't get increased, I think, till May or June. So with the last three, we've dropped. So that's the main thing. We kind of broke out of this uptrend here. CPI data is in 28 minutes. So let's just go ahead and go through some charts, whatnot. But we are range bound between, SPY's range bound between 417 and like 408. We do have this dark pool. I really wish I knew what date it was. I just recently started putting dates on my dark pools, but definitely watching a break below. See if this lines up to something. So, the main thing is watching this. Obviously, this trend is going to be probably broken with a wick or anything, but below we have this kind of 400 cycle level, which you can tell was a resistance here, support here. But yeah, same thing since July 20th, just range bound. We've just been range bound. Quick little, this is the play I was looking for yesterday. Right here in NQ, that 1 hour. There's our 1 hour supply. I was really hoping we would push up here into here, and there's that rejection. That's the QQ put we would have taken. 56 points down. Unfortunately, just hit now. So kind of sucks. But 13.1 seems like a very, very important spot for NQ. Let's go ahead and look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin usually gets a little manipulated by Asia before data. Asia dumped it. Europe's kind of recovering it. But going into inflation, definitely taking a downturn. VIX did gap up while the market technically is gapping up. So kind of a divergence there on VIX and the market. Oh, I'm just trying to find something. Where is I'm looking for it. Sorry, I'm trying to find something someone asked me a question about. All right, yeah, it's complicated. So we are getting a little push in the CPI data right now. All right, so NQ, if we do get a push, definitely still watching this bear line at 13,414, which would be the 20% down from recent all-time highs. Definitely might keep it down, but you can tell we also had this, get rid of that because it's already touched, had this little bounced back and forth, broke above, one test, two tests here. We broke below, and we kind of are retesting on the downside right now. Oil kind of dropping. A lot of people are saying oil's down, gas is down. That's why kind of inflation should be going down. But what I try to tell people is like, I do trade supply and demand. Supply and demand is more a little advanced. A lot of people on Twitter, say this is a supply area because we rejected once, two, three times. But for me, that's not a supply area. That's what I call a resistance area. So that would be my green boxes. This is a supply, which technically is taken off because we've already hit that. There's a lot more going on to supply and demand instead of key levels resistance. So I'm trying to, if you do a one-on-one me, I do have one-on-ones. I teach key levels. Just trying to spot key levels here. You can tell, that's something we do go over pretty much every morning. You can tell where's oil's key level here. You have right here, 92 to 93. You have a support, 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 support. Nice support here. We finally broke below. When we broke below, what did we do? We came back up and tested it. Dropped. So what we want to see, is it going to hold as a resistance? If we do reject here, we grab puts or short it down. Or if we do break above, what I'm looking for is a break above, a test, and a continuation. Just kind of like here, you break above, you come down, you test, you continue up. So that's like the main thing I do teach on my one-on-ones is these key levels. And that's just easy beginner technical analysis. And you can make really, really good money. Apple. Where's Apple's key level? Right here with this resistance. If I break it down to the hour, it kind of looks a little better. Resistance, resistance, resistance. We broke above. What do? We came back, tested it right here. Continuation up. That's your Apple call right there. Look, we bounced off of it again. Continuation up. So if I'm looking to short Apple after CPI, which, CPI could wick Apple down to 160. So, of course, TA completely changes with data news. Typically, if I want to short Apple, I'd wait for the break, kind of the retest, and then continuation down to that gap fill. Meta. Why did I do Meta calls the other day? Technically, could have gotten them again yesterday. So look at this green box, 165. Here's this resistance. Look at this resistance. Broke above, came back down, retested, continuation up. That's your call right there. There we go. We came down, tested it. I think didn't really get too much. We could have got a call there. Probably would have got stopped out. But then we look again. We break below. We come up. We test it. Reject. Put. Come back up. Rejected it. Come back up. Rejected it. Finally, after multiple rejections, you're going to start squeezing because that's where your shorts are created. We gapped above it. Look at that. We gapped above it, came down first wick of the day. We came and touched it, pushed all the way up. But also look, broke below, and then we start using this resistance. We broke above, but I got in Meta here But I really should have got in meta when we came down and bounced. So there's that break above, retest, and continuation. There's that break above, retest. What do we do? Continuation. We got it here, but also look at that 173 level. What are we looking at? That 173 level. You go back, look at this. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Sort of resistance here. We broke above. We did retest it. You can tell kind of overlapped. And then we just continued up. So, I mean, it's just basically simple TA. You're going to have trending days. Like I say, trending days and non-trending days. Right here. Here's your trending sideways. Wait for the break. Boom. NVIDIA had a beautiful put yesterday. What am I looking at? 172 level. Look at this 172 level. So you have we support bounced it yesterday. We had a support here. We have some resistance when we broke above. We could even go back even more. Look at this 172 level. Resistance, touched at resistance, sold off hard. Resistance. So 172 is a key level. Buyers and sellers like to come in on NVIDIA at 172. So I was just watching it. Had a little bounce off of it. Doji. Next candle, 10-minute. You could tell 5-minute. Had a decent push up. This one, Doji push up. Upper wicks, but looking here, and then I went to AMD. AMD was just straight ugly, and that's why I decided to take that NVIDIA. I'm like, if we break that 172, we should head down. Look at that 172. We could have taken the breakdown. What do we do at the 172 level? Simple. What do we do? Break. Look at that perfect retest. Continuation down. From that retest down almost 3%. Perfect. Doesn't get better looking than that at all. You just gotta have those key levels. You just gotta go through your charts. I kind of use this SR channel to help me out a little bit. Sometimes. So you tell, look at this level right here, 180, 181. Resistance, support. That was a good spot to get in. And that's the level I had right here. See? There's the video with the news, broke down, came back up, retested it, continuation down. This is that daily demand I erased, where we actually had a decent bounce from. Remember when you're looking at this 3-day sideways, finally had a push up, good 4%. Usually when we come back down, we're going to push up again. That was actually a pretty decent bounce, and just slowly continuing up. What's up, Brad? Did you change any settings on SR channel? No, SR channel is just the same. It just helps me, visualize it sometimes. Sometimes you kind of like, it's always good to have a second set of eyes. There's your, see, NQ. Kind of did it for me right here. I don't even have to, for beginners, like there's your resistance, support, broke down, and we kind of are retesting it right now. What's up, Mark? Next level down, you can tell right here. So are we going to, here's our chop, broke above, we chopped here, and now we broke below. Are we gonna chop here, break below, chop here? It'll just go level to level. You could do this on any chart. Look, that's, I showed this earlier. I have that marked up on mine. That's what Tesla says. That Tesla right here, it shows you 861. Support here. What's Tesla do yesterday? That was a key. I mean, if we had this up and we're watching this, 861, right? Eight 861. Or was it 875? I'm getting a little confused right now. 875, my bad. You tell, look at that. Resistance or support, the consolidation below. First thing we do yesterday, pre-market, we broke below that beautiful wick to it with rejection. That could have been a beautiful play. 3% quick, 9 minutes. Also, I was about to grab a put here. I don't really like the price, and then I'd probably sell pretty quick because Tesla always really seems to kind of bite me in my butt. So I kind of like to sell quick on Tesla. But that dark pool, 729, seemed to be rejection area. 6 minutes. You guys think we'll push on CPI data or fall on CPI data? Wonder if we'll do that pattern where we drop pre-market, kind of recover at open, and then drop where we sold off again. But if we do, that's obvious. If we go into CPI data, we do this. I don't like the path. Let's see. What that did. Ghost feed. And we kind of drop, and market opens, and then we climb back up to where we dropped, and we'll continue down. That's what kind of the pattern I'm watching. So if we do get a hard sell, hard buy, that's going to be my supply and demand. Let's see if we could come back up, touch it again, and then continue. Wow, that looks horrible on my other chart. Oh, what is that? At 828? Usually don't see that till right on the dot at 8:30. That's a big pop. There's 830. Unchanged. Comes out at 8.5, estimated 8.7. So PPI is definitely down. NQ's up 2%. So look at this. I'm trading futures. This is the I do micros on futures. Look at this. What is bid and ask? Your ask is 13,018 and your bid is 13,250. If you do market fills on that, you're jacked. Oh, Ethereum. Yeah, Bitcoin popped. Ethereum popped. Brad, you're wrong. I didn't think it'd go down. I thought it would go up. But also, what do we have? Like I said, you have your the bid and the ask are still stuck. Trying to find somebody. Sorry. This is 4,200 rejection and Q. Still did not want the bear line, actually rejecting that previous high. Oh, sorry, I don't know why I'm showing you that, guys. 42 key spot. Like I said, if we do sell off in market, guys, this consolidation slash right here at 41.35, because you gotta remember, data came in 8:30. We moved up. This is the thinking behind this, guys. So you have your move up in a minute from from here to here. Now the bid and ask are kind of getting closer. You gotta remember, there's no way everyone got their buy orders down here in. We pushed up 61 points. So 42 points. That's $2,100 a contract. A lot. So you gotta remember, there's going to be a lot of consolidation down here. So if we do happen to come down here, kind of sell off, like FOMC or other data where we pre-market's completely opposite. And Q, same thing, watching that where we were able to sell off at open. Kind of watch that down there. All right, that's gonna do it for me, guys. Kind of lost a little money there, but oh well. Is VIX still dropping? That gap down on VIX. But y'all have a great rest of your day. CPI up. Definitely, the game plan is if we do sell off at open, we kind of are double topping here to watch where we popped. Okay. You don't need my alert for this, guys. This is your play. We have right here. If we get close to this, go ahead and grab calls. If this is it is Wednesday, you could do 0 days. If we do happen to sell off, not sure how the actual market's going to react. You got to remember, the actual market reacts different than the pre-market. If we do happen to come down here, I'm going to grab calls here and watch continuation up. And put my stop loss like just under this consolidation area. Going back, you could tell what Friday, this was the same thing on Friday, the 5th. Remember we had that huge sell-off with NVIDIA. We come back up to its consolidation area, and then we sell off again. So when you get close to here, you grab puts, keep your stop loss just above where we sold off. Beautiful. Look at that, beautiful. Soft, but appreciate you guys. I'm going to go tickle my infant, make him laugh. You have a good one.